Hello, my name is Colin SkipperWing Bird, and welcome to another episode of the Crimson Fly animated webcomic speed paint series. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to use that until somebody suggests a better name. If you've got a better name, please leave it below in the comments. That's how we came up with SkipperWing Draws a Thing, after all. If you'd like a version of this video without the without the audible commentary, you can check out the links in the description below, or in the cards, or in the plates at the end of the video. Yes. Today's music is Exploration by Junkalicious, provided by the ArgoFox YouTube channel. Great source of Creative Commons music. No, they're not paying me to say this. I don't have sponsorships yet. If you want a sponsor me, please email me. But yeah, no, it's really a great source of music. It's where I get all my music, so please check them out. So, on to today's video. So, if you just picked up the Crimson Fly on issue 5, you're probably wondering why we're on a rooftop. If you've been following the Crimson Fly since the beginning, sorry, watch my pitch there. If you just picking us up with us in issue 6, you're wondering why we're on a rooftop. If you've been reading since the beginning, or you picked up on volume 2, you know why we're on a rooftop. This is picking up immediately from the ending of issue 5, where the Crimson Fly has unmasked themselves to a random person, to their friend from the heist in issue 5, and they're sort of explaining everything. And what's interesting about this strip is that the conceit of it came from a storytelling faux pas that I frequently engage in when I tell stories in real life. I'm not a very good storyteller in real life. I tend to go off on tangents. I tend to not complete my thoughts, and people tend to interrupt me and say, "Okay, I only have 2 seconds of attention span. Please get to the point." Alternately, I'll tell a story and I'll skip out some interesting tidbit that's like, whoa, 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 I can't understand the story without this bit that you forgot. Why did you leave it out? So I decided to pull that into my story. I mean, after all, the Crimson Fly is a bit of an author avatar, even if they're not gender specific. And so it sort of follows that if I have trouble telling stories in real life, the Crimson Fly would have trouble telling stories in real life. And this also provided a good part to segue into, you know, the cliffhanger that's been dogging the last few strips, aka, okay, the factory fell down with the Crimson Fly inside. The bad guy got away. The good guys went to jail. What happened to the Crimson Fly? Obviously, they didn't die because this is a prequel. So something happened, and so I felt that this strip would be an excellent segue into that. So yeah, it was also an excellent opportunity to try out some things that I haven't not been very great at, or rather, it's always a chance for experimentation. What's part of the reason why I made this strip is not just this one individual strip, but the series as a whole, is to try out a ton of new things. So in this case, breaking the fourth wall. Well, not literally breaking the fourth wall, but taking a whack at it. So having her push the panel out of the way, so that way you can have, so that way she can be part of the main sequence. And in theory, that's simple. When interactivity, when Flash is involved, it becomes slightly more complicated because everything is on a layer format, and you can't just move tweens in and out of their connecting spaces. You have to create new layers for that. Making it even more complicated is just animation in general, and interactivity as a whole. Like, how do I do this in a way? Because if it was just a movie, I could just have that panel be part of the frame and just move it back there, but it has to be able to slide back seamlessly. So yeah, lots of complication, but worked through it pretty well. It's similar to and I found it's funny because in working about it, I found it similar to the old end plate that we used to have back when annotations were a thing on YouTube. Those went away when annotations went away because the card system doesn't fit doesn't have the customizability of annotation, so the old end card went away. Probably should have answered that a while ago back, but I forget these things. So yeah, other things that I tried out was I tried to go back, do that puppet system that I had done before, and that didn't really quite work out to me because I had overcomplicated the design of her jacket. Too many lines, too many shadows. It just didn't make sense, and even now, I'm not really too happy with the animation that I did for the for her pushing it out of the way and then swinging back around. So I decided to just do it traditionally. And in hindsight, what I could have done is put all the ruffs on different layers, like the overlaps, like the jacket, her hair, etc., etc., etc. I didn't do that. I was in a rush. These things have to come out on time. But now I know, and I can do it better for the next video. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really appreciate it. And that's it for today's video. Please, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and tell me what you liked about it or didn't like about it in the comments. And also subscribe so you can keep seeing more of these videos. Also, if you like it and you think other people would be interested in the Crimson Fly, please share it. It really helps me out. Alternately, if you want to see me draw in real time, please check out the Crimson Fly's Twitch channel at twitch.tv/SkipperWing. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Skip's got a dip, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye!